morning guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm coming to you from Salavan Province in southern Laos. Alright, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at this national park here, Phouphasouk National Park, which is located around about 20 kilometers north of Salavan Township. And to get there I've got to head down this dirt road about 9 kilometers to get to the park HQ. The highlight attraction is a cave which has been developed for tourism, and apparently from what I've been told, you can walk into it around about 4 kilometers. Anyway, without further ado, I'll get on the bike and head down to the park HQ. Alright, I've just stopped for a moment. There's a bit of a map here. I'm not at the National Park HQ, but getting close. I've got to just continue on down this road there, and it shouldn't be too far away. Alright, so I made it to the park HQ, and at the moment it's looking very quiet. Doesn't appear to be anybody about. I'll go and check that building over there, because I got told in Park Say that I need to find somebody that's got a key to the gate to the cave I want to look at, and somebody also to turn on the lights. Alright, well I'll go and have a look. Alright, we've got a map here of the cave systems. Unfortunately I haven't been able to find anyone, so I'm going to drive back up the road about 2 kilometers to the entrance of the main cave. Well, here we are at the trail down to Phouphasouk Cave. I had a bit of good luck. I managed to find the caretaker who's gone down there before me to open up the cave and turn the lights on. So I'll go and check it out. I was actually here a few years ago before COVID, and everything looks as though it's still as it was. There's actually a branching trail that goes on a jungle route on the right there. Alright, here we are at the entrance to Phouphasouk Cave, and the caretaker's kindly opened it for me, so without further ado I'll head in and check it out. Alright, that's some of the formations that I can expect to see in the cave, and there's the entrance. I'll head in now. Alright, for anybody that's interested in coming here, this cave is being developed for tourism. There's a walkway through it, and also internal lighting for safety and convenience. Alright, this is what we call a river cave. There's actually a stream that flows through it. I'm here at the start of the dry season, so the water levels have probably come down a bit. I would say it's probably not a good idea to come here in the middle of the rainy season. There could be a flood running through here. Very scenic, picturesque spot. We're starting to open up a bit now, so it should get a bit better as far as the going, and no low headways. And we've got a very nice formation here. Alright, as you can see with this water flowing, in the rainy season this trail is probably covered with water. I guess they may not even open it then. A lot of very nice formations in here. If you can make it out here, it's well worth the drive. I came here a few years ago prior to COVID, and the cave was only partially developed for tourism back then. The trail and the lighting only went in about 1 kilometre. According to the various sources of information I've been able to gather, now the cave is now fully developed, and the trail and the lighting goes in something like 4 kilometres. Well, as you can see, the initial part of the cave was a little bit tight, but it's now really starting to open up. It's quite spectacular. As with a lot of these caves in Laos and in Thailand, we've got a little Buddhist shrine here, which is put in place as a mark of protection for anybody who enters the cave. Got a beautiful rim pool there with crystal clear water, and swinging up to the one of the main features of the cave, this very large drapery formation. Crystal clear water. Alright, another bit of a tight spot, but I can see a larger chamber up ahead there. Alright, for anybody who's doing the loop tour, coming to Salavan is a bit of a detour actually. It's 32 kilometres from Tad Lo, and then another 30 kilometres up to the national park. So the recommendation is probably to come up, stay one night, have a look at the cave, and then continue on with the loop. Alright, as I mentioned, it's only early in the dry season, so the water is still a little bit high, and for that reason I'm having to wade or paddle through this pool of water. Alright, we've got some fantastic formations in this section of the cave, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, this is well worth the ride up from Tad Lo. The thing to keep in mind, of course, is that if you are interested in caves, you're not going to see them on the Bolivan Plateau, because the geology up there is the wrong type for cave formation. It's all sandstone or volcanic stuff up there. This Phouphasouk area is quite unique. It's got a big karst mountain, and hence We've got caves forming in that karst mountain. The local staff or the authorities have done a fantastic job putting this trail in place. When I was here last time, this trail didn't come in this far, so pretty awesome. Alright, I must be entering the back end of the cave because what's noticeable is there's no lights on. I'm using my own handheld lights. The trail continues on, so I'll just keep going until I get to the end of it, and that'll be it. Alright, that looks as though it's the end of the actual official trail. If I want to go on, I'm going to have to start wading through the stream. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how slippery it will be on. We'll be further up the trail there, so I'm just going to turn back. There's no internal lighting on up here, so obviously they haven't really developed this part of the cave yet. Okay, I'm heading back. That was a pretty good outing. By my estimates, probably only came in, I guess, maybe a bit over a kilometre into the cave, maybe 1.5 kilometres. So the rumours of 4 kilometres being developed are completely inaccurate. However, I would say it's probably entirely possible that the full traverse of the cave is 4 kilometres. However, beyond that point back there, it's full-on adventure caving, and I won't be doing that solo. Alright, I'm getting pretty close to the exit point, so that pretty much wraps up the tour through Phouphasouk Cave. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks so much appreciated. On a final note, this video may continue on because I'm going to try and check out another cave in the national park, which is fairly close by. If I'm not able to do so, then I'll see you on the next video. Rightio then. Back on with the video again. I spoke with the park staff and they told me that somewhere up through there is another small cave which is a little bit of a history to it, or a little bit of a unique story. Apparently it was a habitat or a home for a hermit monk at some point in the past. Anyway, we'll push on and go and have a look at it. Alright, as I mentioned, I was here about 6 or 7 years ago, prior to COVID, and it looks as though the whole site has not been very well maintained. I guess whoever takes care of it doesn't really get any money from the government. Anyway, apparently up there somewhere there's a nice little waterfall to look at. Well, so far this is an amazingly scenic spot in Phouphasouk National Park. It's quite splendid. Alright, here we are, Hermit Cave, 270 metres, and got to walk up that trail over there. Alright, a little bit of a waterfall here to check out before I head up to the Hermit Cave. Thankfully there's still some water running. It's only just the start of the dry season. Alright, got an old wooden bridge here which still looks okay, although it hasn't been very well maintained or kept clean by the looks of it. Wow. Amazing. As I said, thankfully it's only the start of the dry season, so there's still a bit of water running. Alright, we're heading towards Phouphasouk Cave, and according to that sign it's 200 metres up the hillside there somewhere. On the way we'll check out these beautiful little cascades. Wow, we've got a beautifully scenic landscape here. Amazing. We're at Phouphasouk National Park in Salavan Province, Laos. Well, the stairway is looking a bit decrepit. I'll head up there, but tread carefully. Well, this is certainly a beautifully scenic spot, but it's been, access to it has been left to go to rack and ruin. Alright, I'm continuing on the trail up to Phouphasouk Cave, which is also called the Hermit Cave. Wow, it's an amazing jungle landscape here. Yeah, this is serious karst terrain, and I've got to walk up that stairway there. Yeah, unfortunately this site has been left neglected for years. No maintenance or upkeep. Right, going to have to be really careful here because a lot of these boards are rotted. Make sure I stand on the cross members to go across. Alright, thankfully there's a sign with an arrow, so I'm still going in the right direction. Alright, here we are at the Hermit Cave, and to get into it I've got to go down through that hole over there. Alright, well, this is a bit of a surprise. For some reason or other the lights are on. That'll make things a lot easier. I've just got to climb down that ladder and I'll be in the cave. Alright, here we are in Phouphasouk Cave, also known as the Hermit Cave. Apparently at one time in the past a hermit monk lived in here. Alright, we've got the obligatory little protective Buddha statue there. Alright, so it's official, this is the meditation room. And this must be the place where local monks come to pray or meditate or whatever. It's a pity that the other visitors don't take their empty plastic containers away with them. Rightio, continuing on through Lucy Cave in Phouphasouk National Park, southern Laos. Wow, this is pretty neat. There's a bridge across the river. You can see the river down below there. See the water flowing rapidly down below there through the cave system. Alright, this is the way out. It's only a small cave system, so I can see green up ahead there. That's the exit point. Oh, this is pretty amazing. We've got fantastic scenery in behind this cave here. There's the river flowing into the upstream entrance of the cave. Alright, looks as though the trail continues on over there. I don't think I'm going to follow it because by the looks of what I've seen so far, there's been no maintenance or upkeep. It could actually be just overgrown with jungle, so I'll just go back the way I came in. Alright, well that pretty much wraps up this video. I'm going to go back the way I came in, so there'll be nothing new to see. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It's thanks and much appreciated, and we'll see you on the next one.